Hi, my name is Audrey Diaz Robles, and for a lot of you, I am your star upline diamond coach. Um, I wanted to make this video because there's so many of you I've never met, and I can tell you that when I started, of course it was just me. It was my upline, and I started with a couple of coaches. I made emerald, then I hit diamond, and now here I am, a star diamond, with coaches on my team who are absolutely amazing, who have become, more than more than more than friends to me, like family. And I realized there's so many of you I don't know, and I wanted to sit down and tell my story and give you guys a couple of tips on how to make this work for you. I got involved with Beachbody a year and a half ago. I had just had my second son. I had a 2-year-old, and my youngest son was about 6 months old. Well, I posted something on Facebook about wanting Malamars, which are my favorite cookie, and then my coach, Dalisa Sanchez Rosario, saw my post and invited me to join her challenge group. I had said I wanted to go to the gym, but as a mom, I didn't really have time for that. I work 40 plus hours a week. I commute about an hour to work every day, back and forth. So realistically, I was really tired. I didn't have time for that. So I joined her challenge group, and within a month, I had already lost 10 pounds, and I felt amazing. And I've always been kind of an evangelist for the things that I love. When something works for me, I like to share it. So I started telling women on Facebook, like, get your confidence back. This is amazing. I've already lost, first week 5 pounds with this Beachbody challenge. Join me. So people were already asking. But to be honest, I never considered becoming a coach. And here's why. My background was in entertainment marketing. I did really well. I got to be director of marketing for a digital marketing agency, but the stress was just overwhelming. I loved what I did. I was good at it, but I couldn't deal with people and feeling like I was giving so much to somebody and not feel appreciated. And at the end of the day, for what? So that another artist could sell another record? Like, what was the fulfillment in that? What lives was I changing? I even considered becoming a teacher. But since I had young kids, I went to work with my dad. You see, my parents came here from the Dominican Republic when they were really young. They got married. They didn't have any money. And I got to see the example of amazing work ethic, where both of them worked really hard to the point that I never saw them much when I was little. And they opened supermarkets, and from there, they really built themselves. And I grew up, because of their hard work, having everything that I wanted. When it was time for me to go to college, I went to Parsons School of Design, and I remember my freshman year in orientation, my dad said to me, he took out his checkbook and he wrote out a check for the entire tuition for that first semester, minus the scholarships I got. And he said to me, this is my inheritance to you so that you could take this farther than I ever could. And in my heart, I knew I would. I knew I would make him proud. I knew I would build something in my life that would make him proud of me, would make both of my parents proud of me. So when I quit marketing, I kind of felt like a failure, but I knew I wanted to start a family, and I knew that working there wasn't going to give me the time to do so. So I went to work with him, running his office, and the flexibility was amazing. I didn't have to worry about, I don't have to worry about calling out sick, because I know it'll be okay. I'm not going to get fired for taking a vacation or needing a sick day, or worry about, things like that I know a lot of you worry about. But then I'm not being challenged. It's the same thing every day. So when I became a coach, it wasn't something that I considered, because at that point, I thought I was going to be in my father's supermarket the rest of my life. He would eventually leave them to me. There's stores now that he's opening that he's giving my brothers and I percentages of the store. So my future is already set out for me. So this coaching thing, maybe I wanted a discount on Shakeology, and that's initially why I asked. But then something happened. The same week that I asked my coach about getting a discount on Shakeology because I was feeling the benefits, and at the time, it was $120 at the time. It was, it's expensive. So I decided that I was going to do it, and I did. I upgraded, and then I found out that my husband lost his job. And it's one thing for my father to be successful and have his own business, but it's something else when it's not your own business. And my father cut out a check for me for thousands of dollars so that I could take things further than he did. So when my husband lost his job, the last thing I was going to do was ask him for help. It wasn't happening. And I saw myself with one paycheck when my husband and I were struggling to make ends meet as it was, and 2 young children. What was I going to do? I gave coaching my all. I had already laid the groundwork because I was sharing on social media the amazing way I felt on Chalene Extreme and drinking Shakeology. So when it came time to inviting people to my challenge group, because I needed to make this work, all of a sudden I had bills to pay, I had my children, and there's no way I was going to ask anybody for help. I just gave it my all. I asked my coach, what do I have to do? She guided me. And I remember my first check was for $330, and I've never made anything less since then. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know where you guys are in your journey. I don't know what you want out of this opportunity. But this opportunity, hands down, has been an incredible blessing from God. Through Beachbody, I have not only been able to provide for my family to the point that I have never needed anything. No one has ever had to lend me any money. And since then, my husband wants to start his own job, and you know that when you open your own business, you have to wait until you're able to break even and make your money back and see a profit. So he's been working on that, and I've kept working on this business with a 40-hour plus week, with my 2-hour commute every day, with my 2 young children. I've been working this business, and I've been making this work. And here's the deal. Here's what you have to do. I always plugged in. We tell you what the 3 vital behaviors are, which are invite. Get out there and invite. Don't be shy. Build those relationships. Don't be a salesperson. Inviting doesn't mean putting your link out there and hoping people are going to be like, hey, I want to buy P90X. Let me click on this link. No, if people want to buy P90X or Insanity, they're going to go to beachbody.com. They have to want to get it from you. Number 2, you have to be a product of the product. Don't get in here and not drink Shakeology and not do your workouts. It's fundamental. If not, you're a liar, and people are going to be able to see through you if you're not being authentic. Number 3, your personal development. Guys, this is so important. And when I signed up, I'm going to be honest, that's one of the first things I struggled with because I wasn't into that. But now I am, because you have to work on yourself to be better every day. If you are not taking steps to work on yourself daily, you are decreasing as a person. You are doing yourself a disservice. You don't get to the top of things by being who you are right now. You get to the top of places by every day working on yourself, finding something to improve on and working towards different goals. Write these goals down. Write the things that you want and work towards them. And you know what else? It's hard because I'm not going to lie and say that every person I invite to a challenge group says yes. Every person that I invite to the coaching opportunity says yes. The path of a coach is hard because dealing with people is hard. And some people are nasty. Some people are great and ready to go. But the majority aren't going to listen to you and are going to say no. So it's going to differentiate you from other people. It's that personal development that's going to let you work on yourself so that you learn to deal with people and you learn how to take rejection well and keep on moving. Eric Worre is this multi-level marketing genius. And one of the things that he says in his book, Go Pro, is that his mentor said to him when he signed up that this opportunity is amazing. But if you want to be successful, it's you that's going to create that success, not me. as your upline coach. If you fail, you're the one that's going to create the failure, not us as your upline coaches. So what does that mean? That means that when you signed up and we did the 7-day quick start with you, we told you where to plug in. And you have to plug in because any job that you start has training. You can't just hit the field running and expect people to join your challenge groups, then become coaches, and then you're going to become an emerald, and then you're going to become a ruby, and then you're going to be a diamond, and you're going to be making $1,000 a week. That is possible. That's what happens. That's what's going on with me now. But that's going to happen with training. Every Monday morning, I'm on the National Wake Up Call because that's where the top coaches get on and share their tips. And I need to hear from them what they're doing so I can implement it. Every Monday night, I'm on the Team Eagle call because I want to know what Mickey and Saudi have to say, what other coaches have to say, what's working for other coaches, what's the news, what's going on with the company that I need to know about. I'm doing my personal development every day. I'm plugging in. I speak to my upline coach almost every day. I check in on my coaches every day. I check in on my challengers every day. Guys, do your research. And you know what else? I don't bother my upline with silly questions. It's not a bother if you're a new coach and you have questions until you get the hang of things. But if you've been a coach for, a certain amount of time, go to the FAQs. Go to the coach online office. There's so much information there, guys. Do your research. Find out. You see, here's the thing. There's not another opportunity you're going to find that's going to be able to give you the lifestyle that you want. I have been able to run this business from my cell phone, from my house. How many people have to go out there and get a second job in order to make ends meet? Or how many people can't take a day off? Because that's what I see working for my dad. Today is Good Friday, and somebody said to me, like, wow, you're at work? I'm like, yeah, supermarkets don't close on Good Friday. And supermarkets don't close on Thanksgiving. They don't close on Christmas or New Year's. Those are the days I have to work hardest, and I usually miss Christmas morning with my kids because I have to be there. As the business owner, I have to be there. So as the employee, it sucks. You have to deal with a lot of things and do most of the work while your bosses enjoy the fruits of your labor. As a business owner, the business owns you. But as a coach, you're changing lives. The people you reach out to, you're going to have an amazing impact on their life. A lot of times we might feel like we are scamming people into buying this challenge pack. But if it wasn't for me buying this challenge pack, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have this amazing team of people who are you guys. I wouldn't have become part of this amazing family that's Team Beachbody, that's Team Eagle, that's, my upline coaches. Because I said yes, I took a chance. And another thing, guys, that I really want to touch on, there's people that are very successful in this business. And so far, I've had great success in this business. And if you're getting no's, there's something in this process that you are not doing. Because if other people are successful and you're not hitting Success Club, the problem isn't the product or that people can't afford it. You're the problem. And you know what? That's okay. That just means that you have more personal development to do and more plugging in to do. I can't show you what to do or how to speak to somebody. But I can tell you to plug in because we all have skills that we need to work on. I am a much better coach now than I was when I signed up. And that's because I've invested in myself and in my training and in my learning. And that's why I am where I am today. And mark my words, by the end of this year, 2014, I will be an elite Team Beachbody coach, which means that I will have sponsored at least 5 diamonds and helped my team meet their goals. So guys, this opportunity is amazing, but you have to do the work. You do. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no getting lucky. There's no shortcut. You guys have to do the work. So It's not only plugging into these calls and plugging into the personal development we tell you to do. It's attending Super Saturday. It's attending the trainings. It's getting your butt to Summit. Is it expensive? Yeah, it's expensive. But it's also expensive not to invest in yourself and not grow and then be stuck where you are right now. And as a side note, you know what else I wanted to say to you guys? I know a lot of you have trouble putting yourselves out there. I want you guys to know that my kids are my biggest why. What pushes me to work harder every single day, because I want to be able to do for them what my father did for me, and I'm not there yet. So my kids drive me every day to make this work, to reach out to the people even though I'm shy and even though I'm not a salesperson, to push my coaches to do better. So I want you guys to find out what your why is, what's pushing you, even if it's something superficial, as long as it pushes you. Because you have to be more afraid of your life staying the way it is right now than of you getting a no, or 2 no's, or 3, or 4, or 5. Think of your life the way it is right now, and are you happy? Are you making a difference? Are you leaving a legacy for your children and your children's children? Because I know for a fact that my work with Beachbody is doing that. I'm changing the lives of so many women who now feel amazing, who now actually feel sexy when their husband tells them that they're sexy, that they've gotten off of medication for cholesterol and other diseases that have plagued them. I am changing the lives of my coaches financially to be able to make a living doing this wonderful job that we do as coaches. And I hope that today you'll step out of your comfort zone and you'll hit Success Club, because I'm running with you. Every month I have to hit Success Club as well. And I look forward to it, and it's a challenge for me. And I'm looking for people whose lives I'm going to be able to bless the way that mine was blessed, the way that yours is blessed, being a part of this team. So guys, get it together. Come out of your shells and make this work. Whatever it takes, make it work. Plug in. Do your work. Do your training. Don't let anything stop you. And don't ever, ever, ever give up.